So what's going on, everybody? My name's Kochshomie, and welcome to another video. Today, this is going to be something a little bit different, something that I don't think I've ever really done on this channel. It's still going to be Rainbow Six Siege, as you guys can tell by the background video. We're going to be doing a character analysis, or a character overview, of the main operator, Deimos. Or, I guess that's how you say it. That's how I believe it's said. If wrong, go ahead and feel free to tell me in the comments. Deimos being the main antagonist, I guess you want to say, for Rainbow Six Siege at this current time, has been added in the Operation Deadly Omen, which, if I'm right, this video was supposed to come out basically when the operation came out, but as we know now, it's almost the new Operation New Blood, and now the video's finally coming out. But we're doing it now, okay? We're doing it live. We're doing okay. It's here. We're okay. And as I'm saying now, this is going to probably be a one-off. I really like Deimos as an operator and his character. So I was like, you know what? I like him. I have a lot of clips. Why not just do a video like this for him? Basically, who is Deimos? So Deimos is the main antagonist of Rainbow Six Siege, who is basically trying to take out Team Rainbow. Deimos is an attacking operator. He has two primary weapons, two that have already been in the game and have been for other operators. The first one being the AK-74M, the same AK that Nomad uses. And funny enough, they just reused the same animation, just uses his model instead, because if you watch closely, Deimos actually reloads the AK with his pinky, even though he has all of his fingers. And also, a little fun fact that apparently is coming out, I don't know if it's out yet, Deimos is actually going to have something different from Nomad. He's going to have a grip on his AK. So he'll have all of those grips, so that'll kind of like give him more of an edge, because people were more focusing on his secondary, which honestly, I understand completely. His secondary is badass, but we'll go more on that when we get to it. His other primary weapon, though, is a shotgun from the SAS. He has the M590A1. I say O, even though it's a 0. I don't care. So that's his other main weapon. I hardly ever run the shotgun. The shotgun is good, don't get me wrong, but ever since they messed with the lasers and how that works from this operation, I don't like it. So that's basically his main primaries, though. He has a shotgun and an AK. Shotgun's decent. AK's kind of damn good since you got an ACOG. I mean, shit, any gun with an ACOG nowadays is pretty damn good. Alright, we're going to go to his gadgets. We're skipping the secondary because the secondary is basically his whole character revolves around his secondary. So we're going to save the secondary for last. His gadgets are frag grenades and hard breach charges, which honestly, I run grenades even after the update where you can't cook the damn things anymore, which kind of sucks. I still use them because they're perfect for when you're like using his gadget, you can use the nades to draw them out from if they're hiding. And then if I sometimes run the hard breach charge when my squad and that, whenever we don't have a hard breacher. And most of the time, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to run frag grenades because frags are pretty fucking awesome. Alright, now let's go to the greatest thing about Deimos is his secondary. His secondary, called the 44 Vendetta Revolver. The thing that hits like a damn truck. Alright, I made so many shorts on it. I have like a video or two with him using it. It's just kick ass. Alright, I love this revolver. One thing I love about Deimos' revolver, when you shoot a soft wall, it makes a little hole, kind of like as if you just shot it with a shotgun. Another thing, though, with it is that since it does that to the soft walls, if you shoot an unreinforced hatch multiple times with this revolver, I don't know how many bullets it takes. I'm not getting technical because I don't fully know, because sometimes I struggle, sometimes I put 2 mags, sometimes I only need to put 3 bullets. You can destroy soft hatches with his revolver. It kind of renders his shotgun obsolete, because that's what I feel like you'd want to carry the shotgun for. But when you have a revolver that does that already, you might as well bring the AK, because the AK has a bigger magazine, faster fire rate, plus you can have an ACOG and have better engagement opportunities with it. The Vendetta just hits so hard. It's a 2-shot, I'm pretty sure. Last time I checked, it is like a 2-shot guaranteed knock, at least for 2 speeds and 3 speeds. For 1 speeds, 3 armored, I think it might take more than 2 to knock them at least. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so that was basically a little rundown of his primary, secondary, and his gadgets that he has. Basically the stuff that you see basically when you look at him. So out of the bag, we have all that, and now here is the main thing that we know about Deimos. His ability called Death Mark. So his Death Mark tracker is his main thing that makes Deimos Deimos, next to his revolver. Funny enough, his gadget goes perfect with his revolver because when you use his Death Mark ability on someone, the only thing you're allowed to use is his revolver and his gadget, like throwing frags or using hard breach. He cannot go to his primary. He's locked basically into a 1v1 situation with his secondary revolver. That's why people rely more on his revolver than anything else. So now we're at to the point though, the Vendetta and his ability. His ability basically, when you use the Death Mark tracker, when you scan someone on the enemy team, like say you're going around during drone phase, not phone phase, get off your damn phone. You have to find at least one operator so then you can actually use his gadget. Without that, he's useless. You cannot use his gadget. You're just going to be a recruit without any ability. You may have a kick-ass kit, but you just don't have your ability to help you. Now we have someone scanned, okay? So now we can use his ability. Whenever he uses his ability, he's throwing out a helicopter that will mark them for only you and you alone. You now can see exactly where that person is. You can literally you have live ping. Think of Old Lion. You have a live ping of where this person's going. You literally watch them move all the time. It's live feed. You caught them in 4K, but don't think that you fully have the upper hand because they can see you as well. They have the same ping, except it's not fully live. It's an occasional ping on Deimos himself. So when you're running around trying to catch them, you be careful that, hey, I may see you fully where you can move around, but they can see your ping just as well. And they have full range to use their kit. They can use primary, secondary, shit, they can use gadgets if they have that. If they have a nitro cell, they throw that bitch, you're gone. You can use it to go for picks, which it's not 100% viable, but I use it mainly just for intel. One thing I love about it is because Deimos could be used for someone new to the game. Say someone got Deimos, they don't know the maps, but whenever you're scanning someone, it literally shows where they're at on the left side of the screen. So it helps out even new players. So that's basically the little rundown of Deimos's whole kit, including his gadget. Now, one thing about his gadget is this. Now, this is for the defenders, so listen up because this might save your ass. There's a few operators that basically completely counter Deimos, and that is Vigil for one. Vigil completely just shuts down Deimos' ability. Right as I'm getting tracked from Deimos, as long as I have my charge on my ability, Deimos cannot track me. I just need to activate it for a little bit, watch the little ticks, and then gone. I'm free. Deimos doesn't know where I'm at, and he just wasted one of his 3 abilities. If I'm playing Deimos and there's a Vigil on the enemy team and we scan him, I just leave him alone. You'll waste your utility. I can see that's where it's viable. If you have an IQ on a Deimos, maybe. Mute completely will do the same thing, except though it doesn't completely shut it down for Deimos. So say I'm mute. Say I have a jammer down and I'm holding an angle. I'm not on a jammer. Deimos starts tracking me, okay? I'm going to immediately, if I see that mute is being tracked by Deimos, me as the mute, I am going to run my ass to my jammer because my jammer completely shuts down Deimos as well. However, I have to stay in the radius of my mute jammer because the moment I go off and he's still tracking me, it just resumes right back. I don't see him, he doesn't see me while I'm on my jammer. But the moment I get out, it goes back on. He sees a live ping of me, and I see a sub live ping of him. Another one that I didn't even know until a little bit later down the season when my friend told me about this Prevail, Turboral, or Frozone, how we like to call him, because holy shit, I can't even realize if I'm saying his name right. When you throw his ability down and freeze the floor, basically you become immune. You don't get tracked by a Deimos, and it's like Mute's Jammer, just a lot more wider spread because of his ability spread of being frozen. I don't know how it works, but it does. So basically, if you think of like that, if you have a Deimos coming after you and you have a Mew, a Turboral on your team, have them go to his Mute's Jammer, or just have Turboral throw one of his things down if he can spare it for utility. Okay, I think that's about everything. I think I basically did the rundown. I'm not doing like a character, like who he is, where he's from. I just basically wanted to give you guys a little rundown of what his gadgets is, basically everything that what Deimos is, what he brings to the table. That's basically it though. Like I said, this is probably going to be a one-off. I just really like Deimos as a character, and I love his stuff. I love his ability. If you guys did enjoy this video, and you guys do want to see some more like Siege content like that, not like this though, just probably more gameplay, let me down in the comments below. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and hey, if you're new around here, why not subscribe? Stick around, you know, hit that little notification bell to get notifications whenever I upload or whenever I go live, because come on, you don't want to miss anything that I do. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's